Have you prepared your stocks and put some stock somewhere to prepare for the inflation that is coming our way? Well, stay tuned until the end when I get to show you some of the products that you should try and stock as much as possible, not to misbehave by buying everything and leaving others without any, but stay tuned until we get to talk about this today. So, welcome to Silver Shares here again. If you are new, bienvenue, welcome, karibu sana. Thank you for being here, and I hope you can check out some of my other videos, and do not forget to hit the subscribe button so that you can get some of the financial investment ideas that I get to share. I'm not a financial advisor, but with all the techniques that I have been practicing and doing since 2 years and are working marvelous, I get a chance to share with you so that we can all gain time financial freedom and get to live, love, and learn. So, have you heard about discussions with the financial inflation that is coming our way? Literally talking about almost like what happened in 2008, and then 2018. And now we're in 2022, and with the war in Ukraine with Russia, well, we are not certain how long this war is going to last. Well, predictions and financial analysts, the real ones, they predict that it could actually take longer than we expect and longer than we hope, rather. And so you are going to find some of the products that have hyped, like shot to the sky with the prizes. And so these are some of the things that you definitely have to try and stock in your house. Put extra bottles of some of the cooking oil. And why sunflower oil, for example? It is basic unless you are using only olive oil, but either way, for the sunflower that was mainly exported by Ukraine to many countries, and that's why you can have some crisps and enjoy some of them. Well, get to know that since they're the ones who were exporting it the largest, it's definitely not being exported now. And for the next 5 years, with land that has been destroyed with the bombings and everything, land is literally going to be crying, in the sense that planting is going to take long, and even when they go back to their country, most of them are devastated, and things will take long before they can get back to normal the way they were. So here are some other products that I think you should definitely stock in your house. This way you can be able to be sure that you are gonna be safe. So as I already showed you, you have the sunflower oil that you definitely should try and stock, and wheat flour. Ukraine had been a large exporter of wheat flour, especially to North of Africa, and they're already going through lack already, like we just saw in Tunisia a while back, where they are no longer even able to buy bread. Each family is only allowed to buy only 2 packets, 2 pieces of bread or something. And things that are gonna sound like it's gonna be luxury, like pasta and all that. And you may be asking and wondering, like, why on earth will I be stocking pasta? Yes, it's made out of wheat and all that. And so olive oil is definitely going to hike prices. So you are better off acquiring some of these products to make sure that you are going to be safe. Well, so when you go to the supermarket each week, I know you don't need one every week, but buy a bottle every week. Buy an extra packet of wheat flour. Buy an extra packet of spaghetti or pasta, or some of these things that we are so used to having, like eggs, for example. It may sound weird. Why eggs, Sylvia? Well, guess what? They are fed by some of the wheat products that are, imported, like in many countries, from Ukraine, for example. So you definitely need to get a lot of eggs, that things that they look so small, but you never realize how they get onto your plate. And with the conflict with Russia in so many countries, imagine if petrol is not being transferred anymore, and so transport cannot be geared towards your country or whatever, something of a sort. So these are just some of the things that you need to be aware of and start looking for alternatives. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be dependent on all these small things, but unfortunately each small thing adds up to another. Like to make a cake, if you don't have the wheat flour, if you don't have the eggs, then you cannot make a cake. And for the bread that is used on a daily basis, just for breakfast or something of a sort, even cereals, or all these things are mostly coming from the wheat side and everything. And for those who are too dependent on them, and literally the whole world, we are mostly dependent on them, it's time to just think about stocking most of them so that you don't feel like it's a luxury product anymore or something of the sort. And don't be some of those worst clients who overstock and just to resell to others. Remember, karma is a bitch and it can come and bite you so hard. I'm sorry to use bad language, but yeah, just, be reasonable, be a conscious consumer, customer, and a human being, because we are all going to go through this struggle all together. But we can be reasonable in all our ways, but stock in reasonable measures. Don't you agree with me? So I hope that today's video is going to be of some value, and that if you hadn't thought about these small products, the eggs, the wheat flour, the cooking oil, and all this, that you can get some extra quickly before all the prices hike higher and that there are no more stocks. If you just check news on Tunisia, for example, you will see that they literally do not even have flour. Like everything is being measured already. So you can imagine down a year's line or something of a sort, how are things gonna be? So I hope that you like this. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and then you can be able to check out other videos on investment ideas as we get to all invest together in the right direction in the best way, right? So do live, love, laugh and learn, and stay safe. Much love as always.